say that one.
Hi guys, this is the SMOKtech Octopus RDA Rebuildable Dripping Addy. I got this from GotVapes, and it's got a little air hole. I have to tell you, this thing is fat. This is next to a Kanger T3. Yeah, it's fat. So just a couple of issues. Let's have a look inside. There's why it's called the Octopus. It has 8 wicks. I can't seem to hold this to where it's going to focus. There it is. So it has 8 wicks, and take a good look at that because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to redo that. 8 wicks? Are you kidding me? Okay. Honestly, I think it's probably too much, but that's why it's called the Octopus. It's 8 wicks. It has a similar setup to the Phoenix, where you put the little, you put the wire through the little holes, and then it looks like they're wrapping the wire around the nut, and then putting it through the holes holds it down at the bottom, because it's on a flat surface, which we'll get into that later. So you wrap it around the nut and then tighten it down, and it's hand tightened, so no tools required. Just looking at it and being aware of issues I've had, I really wish this had just like a little lip. Just a little, I don't know, lip. So that it just didn't all flow off the side. Because it's gonna. And just because these posts are very close together and I have like huge man hands, it's probably going to be a little difficult to tighten these and untighten them. So I wish it did have the option of just maybe a little flathead screw groove for those of us who are man-handed. However, so putting it back together is not as hard when it's dry. But if you can imagine this coming off when it's wet, it's going to be messy. But basically, just get all these in here. Man hands. Alright, so you get them all inside it and then just sort of give it a little twist. There you go. So there it is, and you can see the wick there. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you. Inside is where it has it positioned your airflow. Your little airflow hole is right below the wick. So that's going to be a really good vape. So, issues. Let's go with the issues. Okay, let's start with this. Trying to get this in here. When it's dry, not so bad. However, it's going to get wet. I have this one, the black, also. These are, I don't know if I said this already, but they're anodized aluminum. So this one, I'll just show you some vapor. These are going to be as good as you wrap them. Okay, so this is from the pre-wrapped. We know how. I love it when they pre-wrap one for you, because then you know how good it can be. Whether you get it that way the second time around is totally up to you. Now these are going to take most strip tips. nice. Here's an issue that I came across. This one is a little tighter. You have to be really careful. I'm going to put this on a base just so you can see. Alright. So, you have to be really careful when you're taking your drip tip off. If your drip tip is tight, you see what's happening? That could get messy. Let me just quickly put this back on. Did I say quickly? I meant just put it back on. And so when you are taking your drip tip off, you want to hold it here before you take it off. Otherwise, you're going to have a mess. Another issue I had with it is the connection. If you can see that, is loose on just about everything. It's wobbly. Yeah, I thought it was just the outer thing that was wobbling, but it's actually the connection. Honestly, I think these wicks are way too much. I'm probably going to cut those down a little. Like I said, I got them in and without too much issue after a while, but it seems like it's too much. Too much wick. It is a dripping Addy, so you're going to be, I mean, obviously a lot of wick means you can put a lot of juice in it, but you don't want to put too much juice in it, because the other issue I have is with this air hole, wherever it is. There. It's down too far. You saw where there was no lip to hold the juice in if you were to take the top off. This little air hole, if you put too much juice in, it's going to leak. That was fun. But as far as it vaping, it vapes really well with the pre-done coil. Don't ask me how it's going to go when I actually redo it, which won't be that soon. But all in all, as long as you're careful with this, you will get a nice vape out of it. They look kind of nice. Here it is. This is on the Atom. As you can see, it's wobbly. And it doesn't matter how much you tighten it down, it's still wobbly. So the connector on it is just, you know, a fraction of a millimeter thinner than normal. But it's got some air holes on the side. So it is a nice vape, a nice draw. I think these were, I want to say, I can't remember how much they were, but they were very inexpensive, and they come in like 6 different colors. Like, so it is an anodized metal, so they come in like silver and black, red, blue, you know, a bunch of different colors. So you can check them out at GotVapes, and I'll put the price right here.
Sumi, don't say that word. Oh boy.